Hello everyone, let's continue building columns using SpriteKit. So let's see where we left off last time. So last time we added an effect when you made a match for three different gems, and also we added the diagonal matching of gems as you just saw. And we have this effect which currently is only green. I think it would be cooler if the particles that get shown when you make a match the gems that are removed. So what I did is I created a couple of particles, and I'll leave a link to the file in the description. And let's just take these ones and drag them into our game. We will copy them, and now they're here. And if you want to have a look at them, you can just see that they are more or less the same as the other one, but this time they have the sprites, the exact sprites that correspond to the gems that we have. So let's make sure that we can spawn these instead of the generic one. And to do that, what we need is we also need to know the color of the gem that was matched. So currently we only look at the position of the gem that was removed. Now we also need the color of the gem that was removed. So let's create a test for that. So let's create a new test. Matches contains the color of the gems. And we can use the one we had above. So a simple green match. We call update. And then we need to check that for each match that gem equals to green. Now currently the matches don't have a gem property, so we need to add that one. So let's go into our board, and I'll create a new structure that holds, I'll call it a vector gem, that contains both a position and a gem. And then instead of our matches being a set of vectors, we'll create a set of vector gems. This means that vector gem needs to be hashable. And we can use the automatic synthesis of that property. And it also means that where we're creating and setting the matches to the board, that we need to use find matches and then map this to create vector gems using this position. And for now we'll hard code in green. Let's see. Oh, and this needs to be a set because the map returns an array. And let's see. Here we need the position. So I think this should be enough to at least make this test pass. Let's see. Oh, and this also means that our positions, we are only interested in the positions. And let's see, the removed gem is now a vector gem, which means that it has a position. And instead of this file name, we can actually use removed gem.gem. And now, well, of course, let's make sure that this test now passes. Okay, let's see what happens. We have made some progress, but we're not there yet. But let's see that at least we now have a different, we see a different particle effect. So let's wait until we, luckily there's a yellow one in the below. We now see the green pentagons instead of the green smoke. And that's because we are indeed now using this effect, but we're only using this effect because we're only always returning green gems at the matches. What we really want is to have the actual gems that were removed. So let's create another test. It's more or less the same kind of test. However, this time instead of green, let's do purple. And let's make sure that we get this one as well. Oh, wrong. I actually want to do a blue one, so we have again a match of 3. And this test fails because green, of course, is not the same as blue. So we need to improve our the way we are creating matches a bit by going to our find matches, and this one shouldn't just return a set of vectors, but should return a set of vector gems. Meaning our result variable should be 1 as well. Meaning our find matches function, this one, also needs to return a vector gem. Let's see, so we have a match sequence that always starts with the first gem that should now be a vector gem, with chord as the position and gem as the value. Then we insert a new vector gem where the position is the chord plus the delta and again the gem. And I think this should be enough. Now some of the tests will fail because we are returning a different value from the type from this function, but we'll get there in a minute. Let's go through our compiler errors first. So the map to a vector gem from coordinates is no longer needed because we have the correct type directly. We don't even need to make a set out of this because this already returns a set, so that's 1. Then let's see, so we now have a lot of errors. We are only interested in this case, in the, okay, this one is okay, but we have compiler errors because we are trying to test for positions and we now have vector gems. But what we can do is we can map this to just have the positions, and we will need this at some more places. where we are detecting matches. So let's see if this now builds, and if tests now run, they also succeed. Let's see if this makes a difference when we build and run the game. Okay, let's see. So we have the green one here. There's a green one here. It's actually a bad example. I would prefer to use something that's not green, so the difference becomes a bit more clear. Well, okay, no worries. We're bound to get something like a yellow eventually, so we should see the yellow hearts when it's going away. And let's see if we can find another color somewhere. For instance, the pink diamonds, or the red circles. There's some more diamonds. Cool. So this now seems to work. So we now have a proper effect when you make a match. And that's all for this episode. Next time I want to start working on win and lose conditions, in particular lose conditions, because I imagine this game to be somewhat endless, where you can change an endless high score, but it is possible, of course, to lose when you have no more place to go. So thanks for watching and have a good day.